let me issue one small apology for the confused, because Nora put out a recent set of videos that are, to put it mildly, very angry. I don't mean the Donkey Kong video. There's going to be a reaction commentary video. It's not based on the Donkey Kong. This is. So I just want to be careful, because it's getting a little confusing. So first of all, and this is just a rule of the channel, you guys can put, quote, rumors and accusations. That's fine. Sometimes we don't know things. Sometimes we do know things. So Nora and her big back and forth with DOA were questioning whether we should even listen to Alonzo and the Alonzo blog. Now, what do you think about the blog and the politics of the blog? I think it's a bad thing per se to just put out wild accusations of X or Y, male or female, being a predator. It's also a little strange because the person making the accusation is herself a predator. On record. It's been proven for all to see that she put out some threats, and these were not like ha-ha threats. These were serious threats to physically harm someone repeatedly. She's done this against multiple men. Now, I want to be fair, as far as I know, her defense of this is, well, she doesn't like the blog guy. Okay. And allegedly, the blog articles constitute harassment and stalking. The blog has been taken down. I can affirm, right, and I'll search if I have the screenshots for this. No, nothing of that sort happened. Now, you may not like the articles on the blog. I saw nothing whatsoever that would constitute any rational definition of stalking and or harassment. Now, maybe outside the blog, things were done, but the blog itself was not there to stalk or harass this person. It just wasn't. She also provided zero screenshots or any evidence of stalking and or harassment from the blog. But out of nowhere, she decides, yeah, I'm going to censor the blog and destroy it and get rid of it. Okay, we're doing this because? Don't know. So I'm just asking simple questions here. What exactly did he do? Because Nora's going with these accusations that allegedly this woman stalked and harassed for 20 years. And then she comes out and says, oh, some women decades ago told me stay away from him. Okay. What does that mean? So there are some rumors about him. Well, these rumors were addressed directly and said, no, there's nothing predatory going. Now, again, I'd like some more details, to be fair to both sides. And Nora's not providing any. So we're just going to put it out there, right, that one, he's a predator, but then Nora, right, and I want to be careful here, this is in the Donkey Kong video, towards the end, she admits, okay, maybe he's not really a predator. So he's both a predator and not a predator. Okay, he's in the middle? Why is he in the middle? Why is he a danger to women? Can you specify? Can you give us something? And she just says, Tilty and this ex-Scientology woman. Okay. Even though on record, Alonzo published this. These things are real. I remember this. He even played bits in audio. Like, it was manipulated because of YouTube. But no, I remember her saying and doing these things. And also, this person has taken down a ton of her videos. But her style in her videos is to routinely threaten people, mock people, insult people, and use tons and tons of swear words. Tons and tons of cursing. That's her modus operandi. Okay, but we need to believe her that she would never threaten anyone. Okay, that's pretty crazy. And also, she's the victim in all this. No evidence is cited that she's the victim or that Nora has any valid claim here. But Nora's demanding that this man talk to her on camera. She'll make money from this, by the way. She's going to monetize this. And if he doesn't do that, well, that's proof that she's correct about him. What is the issue? What is the problem? I don't know. The most I can get is that Alonzo has some controversial opinions about Scientology. Now, I want to reconstruct his position carefully. So he's saying some practices of Scientology may not be abusive. That is it. However, he thinks the top leadership should be in jail. So he's against the official church as an organization, right? He's not an independent Scientologist. He's not that. He's just saying, I can't agree that all of Scientology is evil. Some parts are fine. The official church and its leadership should be the focus. We should put them in jail. But let's not say every little part of Scientology is bad. No, a lot of Scientology obviously is borrowed from other religions and ideologies. We'd have to outlaw all religions if we're going to go down that route. I mean, things in Scientology are going to be found in Buddhism and Christianity, Satanism. L. Ron borrowed from everyone. So are we going to ban those religions too? Well, Nora apparently is willing to go that far. I heard this from her own mouth, and it was insane how fascist and authoritarian. And I know people use these words, but she literally said in her exchange with DOA saying, if it was up to me, I'd put the age at 25 for all these things. Alcohol, sex, choosing your religion, you can only do it at the age of 25. 25. So her solution to what? Some criticism by men is one, falsely label them predators, make God knows how many fake accusations based on nothing. She just says, I just believe her. Okay, but women can lie. They often do lie about these accusations. So what are we talking about here? We need something here. You got to give us something. Alonzo does have screenshots. He has several videos. He has audio files. What do you have? Oh, we don't have anything. We have zero. I'm not necessarily siding with him. I'm just saying you didn't present anything. And on top of this, your solution is to have an Iranian-style authoritarian regime where only at the age of 25 can men and women have sex. I mean, I don't want to misconstruct Nora's position. She was pretty firm, saying, at 25, you can start drinking alcohol and have the sex. Okay, so let's say you're a 22-year-old guy with a 19-year-old woman. You still can't have sex, according to Nora, because otherwise you'd be punished. What is she going to do? Put them in jail? Is she going to have public hangings? What about homosexuals? Because, Nora's queer. So what if they're caught being gay at the age of, say, 17 and a half? What if you have two girls what if they're homosexual with each other at 17 and a half? Well, according to Nora's logic, they'd both be female predators predating one another, no pun intended. So they would both go in jail and possibly be executed in her Iranian regime. Now, to be fair, she didn't spell out the punishments, so would this just be a guideline saying at 25 but no punishments? How would that work? But that's her solution to criticism. False accusations, and in her ideal utopia, only at the age of 25 can you do what you want. What if at 24, men and women are the gay or heterosexual and just have sex? I guess we're going to drag them off to jail and put them in chains and shame them. But Nora claims to be an anti-Scientologist. Right. Well, I would advise Nora to do this. Save some money. These things do exist, honey. So listen up. Not that hard. Save up for a dictionary. There are dictionaries specifically about political, social terms. So save up because some of these books are expensive. Either from political science or sociology or history, buy a thick, good dictionary and or encyclopedia. Read it carefully. I did. I had this great encyclopedia. I don't know if I still have it. I think it's like the Columbia Encyclopedia. The thing was not massive, but it was very informative. I was like, I've just looked at entries all the time. That's who I am. I'm just curious. And that was mind-blowing. Things I did not know. So it's like, and I keep up with these things. Nora, only the most dictatorial regimes put the age of consent at 25. What are you talking about? What are you, crazy? Like, what are you talking about? Of course, people at, 20 years old. I'll be bold. A woman at 20 years old can choose her religion or have sex. Call me crazy. Maybe we should let, no, 25. Obviously, you're a predator too. Right. Okay. Anyway, let's move on from stupid.